Instagram just removed another feature. The latest one to go is the removal of the following tab. It instantly became a lot harder to stalk your boyfriend or girlfriend's activity on the platform. This literally just happened. So I wanted to get this video out quickly. I'm going to explain exactly what is now gone and the implications of it and why they took it away. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's go. If you're new to the channel, my name's Ben. I release weekly videos on podcasting, social media, and other online tools to help you turn your passion into business. So if you're interested in any of those things, consider subscribing. So like I said, Instagram removed a feature, and this time it's the following feature. And so when I read that headline, I was pretty confused, so I assumed a lot of other people probably were too. So I figured it would be best to get a video out quickly to you guys so you could have a better understanding of what has actually been taken away. So when I heard the following tab has been removed, I thought they meant on your profile, followers versus following. So I'm sure there's some other people who felt the same way or thought the same thing, but what it actually is the section where you can see the activity of the people that you're following. So all you have to do to access that, I'll show you exactly my phone right now, is you hit the heart on your phone. That brings you to your activity feed. And formerly there was your activity and then following activity. So you could actually see the activity of all the people that you follow and everything that they're doing and all the actions they're performing on Instagram. So apparently,
I've never been on live television before.
The purpose for that initial feature, why they rolled it out, was to promote more people following each other. So the idea was that you'd see who your friends were interacting with, and then in turn, you would connect with them, interact with them, follow their content. It would just kind of stimulate more activity on Instagram. And as we all know, anybody who uses Instagram, that's typically not how it was actually being used. And primarily it was being used to stalk people's activity. And it was made famous by a popular podcast called Call Her Daddy, where they outlined a strategy where you could make a new account, kind of like a fake account, follow one person, just follow your boyfriend or girlfriend that you were trying to stalk, and then you'd only be able to see their activity. So you'd be able to see every action they performed in that following tab. So in retrospect, when you think about that, that's pretty creepy. So it might actually be a good thing that it's gone. You no longer have to worry about people stalking your every move. You also don't have to worry about guys with creepy mustaches stalking your every move. I'm only kidding. I won't stalk you guys, but feel free to follow me on Instagram if you are on the platform. My handle is right here. Go toss me a follow. Happy to connect with you guys. So to dive a little bit deeper into this, I have sourced an article online from TechCrunch. I will link that down below if you're interested, but I'm going to kind of go through and read the hard-hitting points. So this title is Instagram is killing its creepy stalking feature, the following tab. So the article reads, Instagram is removing its following tab, a feature that became better known as the stalking tool, then one to aid in new account discovery, which was its original intention, which I mentioned. Today, Instagram says its Explore tab is the go-to place to find new people, places, and hashtags. Meanwhile, the following tab is now only used by a small number of people on a regular basis. They're basically saying no one was using it, especially not for its intended purpose. So they're just saying essentially either it's redundant or totally unnecessary. And then it continues to say, but the following tab wasn't just unhelpful, therefore ignored by Instagram users. A number of people forgot or even didn't even know it existed. I don't know if that's totally true. They're referencing exactly what I was talking about with the whole Call Her Daddy stuff. The tab was fairly notorious for the transparency it brought to our online lives. It was often a place where micro-cheating activity was caught, for example. And that's exactly the whole Call Her Daddy thing, where people would see exactly everything that their girlfriend, boyfriend, or anybody else was liking, and then call them out saying that that was a form of cheating or being unfaithful. So with this being gone, that's essentially eliminated or far more difficult to do. And then as it continues to read, that is, it could reveal when a person in a committed relationship was spending just a little too much time liking someone else's post, engaging with an ex's content, or networking with series of potential backup partners on a regular basis. So you could tell if your current boyfriend or girlfriend was setting up a roster for down the road, and you no longer can see that through the following tab anymore. So it continues to say that it would essentially identify the user's primary intention for being on the platform. So if there was a guy on there and he's following only model pages, then it's pretty clear to see his intent, just to look at beautiful people. And the tab was known to even have impacted some or ended some friendships too, like in the case where someone wouldn't respond to their friend's text or claim they were busy. Meanwhile, they were constantly active on Instagram. That is kind of annoying. And I guess this kind of does reduce that a little bit, although you can still see if they're online through messages. But I guess this diminishes it a little. And then the final thing that they mention here is that tabloids or gossip followers also liked the tab because they could see who celebrities were following. And this was great for getting out juicy gossip based on what's happening, what's current in the world of pop culture. So that is now eliminated. You can no longer do that, obviously, with it being gone. And then it closes off with saying, overall, the tab generally became known as a creepy tool and not one that offered any significant benefit to users in terms of being a legitimate discovery mechanism. So as I referenced in the beginning, apparently Instagram had the idea that this would lead to more people following each other because you'd see someone who your friends were following and interacting with, and maybe then that would lead you to do the same, and it would just get the ball rolling and again, stimulating and bringing more engagement to the platform, bringing more users to the platform, spending more time on the platform, buying more ads. It all comes down back to that. So this literally just happened with the last 24 hours or so. So if you go look at your phone right now, chances are it's already been changed or it's going to change in the very near future. You will no longer be able to see that following side in your activity feed. For just my 2 cents on the removal of this feature, Instagram's kind of going towards the way of trying to reduce the amount of possible reasons people would not want to be on the platform. So by removing the likes, they removed the social pressure of people feeling like they weren't valued or their self-esteem was tied directly to the likes. By removing that eliminates some of that pressure, that eliminates that reason for not being on the platform. And this, another very legitimate reason would be people not wanting their every move to be witnessed or watched by the other people, and that's now taken away as well. So they're trying to reduce as many people or as many reasons, as possible not to be on Instagram, because ultimately that's how they make their money, by having users on there in mass amounts, consuming mass amounts of content, which encourages companies and businesses trying to capture some of that attention to pay for advertising. So expect more of these moves to come. There has been talks that even your followers may eventually get taken away. And I think that would probably be the biggest change to the platform, but I could totally see it happening. Let me know in the comment section down below what changes you think are going to come to the platform and what you think of the current changes that have already happened. The removal of the likes and now the removal of the following tab. Instagram's a changing out here. So as mentioned, my name is Ben. I make weekly videos on podcasting, social media, and all other online tools to help you turn your passion into business. So again, if you're interested in any of that or you like creepy mustaches, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep killing it. Keep crushing it. And unfortunately, you can't stalk your boyfriend anymore. So maybe you can put your time towards something else and maybe a lot of good will come from it. But I don't know. You guys have yourself a great day. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Have a good one. Peace.